All right, so this was at the end of a long day. I actually didn't think I'd get to working out because we were changing over electronic medical records at work, and of course, always conflict around people when that happens. So I kind of forced myself to go upstairs, and the second I started working out, very happy I did so. So we started off with chin-ups. Last week we did 2 sets of 6 reps, and I kind of felt really beat and really weak. This time I was able to do 3 sets of 8 reps and felt good. Again, this last rep was definitely a grind. So next week when I move on to 4 sets of 10 reps, I don't think I'll be able to get it. But really happy that I was able to do it. And honestly, doing this workout just put me in a totally different mood. Highly recommend that even if you're not feeling it, kind of force yourself to go get that first exercise. And if you're not feeling it after that first exercise, whether you're exhausted, whether you're in a bad mood, whether you have a lot on your mind, get that first one in. And if you're not feeling after the first one, then you can pack it up and go home, or you can, veer off program. Then moved on to the snatch RDLs. I did this weight first for 8 reps and then for 10. And the reason why I did 10 in the second is because with the snatch grip, it's a little bit harder to hold on to the barbell, and even with the Versa grips, the bar was slipping off. It was pretty warm in my attic when I was doing this workout. So for the second set, I actually used some liquid chalk to give myself an improved grip. This way I was able to hold the Versa grips themselves a little bit better. I was able to get the full 10 reps. We're not going to go up on weight next week, even though I think I would have gotten 10 on both reps, or even 10 on first and more than 6 on the second. But this is how the program is. We take the win that we had for today. It was still a PR. We move on to next week. And then we moved on to the wide grip cable rows. Improved over last week by 1 rep per each set. So I'm hoping that next week when we get back to it, we'll be able to uh, hit the top of the rep goal in the first set and then move on the week after in weight. And if we can, great. And if we can't, that's also great. And then we moved on to reverse Nordics. I moved off of the Nordic bench that I was using because even at its lowest setting, it kind of feels slightly wobbly. Didn't really feel the need to be there, especially now that it's going to get warmer in my gym. I have a fan in this room. I don't have a fan in the other one. And I also have an air conditioning in here should I need to turn it on. So ended up doing this. I really wanted to try to get my feet off the edge because it's very uncomfortable to have my feet that way. But then I got super unbalanced. So here I go down until my butt hits my heel, and then I try to focus on driving up from the quad. Sometimes I'm better at it, and sometimes I'm worse at it. Because you see on some of these reps, I was bending at the hips first, so that's really not the ideal that I want to do. We'll continue working on the form. But anyways, I was able to add weight this week. Next week we'll go to 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps, and then we'll probably end up with 2 myo rep sets. And then we went on to the hip adduction. I went up 5 pounds. Normally this exercise calls for going up 2.5 pounds, but because of how easy it was, I decided to go up by the full 5. Was able to successfully hit my reps here. And as I'm looking at the program, this is due to change next week to something else. So my last exercise on these back days tends to be a rotating set of exercises. So instead of doing them for 12 weeks, I do them for 6 weeks. And I'm also changing some things around why this was a little shortchanged. Have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and share. Do all the wonderful YouTube seams and comments, and we'll see you next time.